Hello, welcome to Best Laid Schemes, where we're playing D&D in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros setting. With me are Adrienne, Darren, Jill and Mark. And where we left off 3 weeks ago now, the sessions are becoming a little uneven, but just because circumstances. We were, let's see, you were outside the little shrine of Erebos, halfway up a cliff above a little fishing village. You had, you'd recently confronted and defeated the High Priestess of Clothis, Ptolema, and you had escaped the collapsing temple and made friends with a scribe who you'd met in the temple, who seemed a bit disillusioned with Clothis as a goddess. And you proceeded to over here to the to this shrine where Shade, you wanted to consult Erebos. And
I did, didn't I?
You did, yes.
Yes.
And you were gifted a clue to ask. Oh, I forgot my own NPC's name. It's gone. Titos, thank you. You asked. You were suggested to ask Titos about the blood tree.
Yes.
Yes. And he related the story of how a hero of a champion of Erebos led a substantial force of warriors against the returned in Asphodel and died fighting. He also mentioned that this hit champion was his father.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yes. So that's where, and we left things with you had exited the temple because Hester was very nervous of the talk of Cerberus, who it seems has been posted to guard the Titan seal now, since Clothis has left her her post. And you were just outside the this small shrine. Let's see, what time of day is it? I think it's probably getting on for late afternoon by now. You spent most of the day flying across. Your what are they called? Your golden steeds, whose names are really not
Burnished
coming
Hearts.
to me. Burnished Hearts, thank you.
Yeah.
Two obscure words that I just cannot remember for the life of me. Your Burnished Hearts are down on the beach at the foot of the cliff next to the village, doing the not sort of thing that looks like grazing, but it can't be really grazing because they don't need to eat. What would you like to do next?
So we need to go to this blood tree, presumably.
What, before lunch?
No, never before lunch. But should we call in at Melitus to update them on what we've been doing, or should we just send them a message? One of the bird thing, the letter bird thing.
Yeah, there's still some of those left. We could do that. Are there any other reasons to go to Melitus?
Visit the clubhouse? I don't know.
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. No, we don't have time. We've got to get moving. This is incredibly dangerous situation.
Well, we better send a message back to Melitus
Okay.
via one of the magic birds.
I'm going to get a piece of paper out.
After last time, I'm not going to make you dictate the letter word for word.
Oh.
Feel free to summarise.
Dericles, what do you want to say?
Who are you sending it to? Should we send it to Penelope? Or
Last
should we
two
send
you
it
sent went to Penelope.
I mean, it's her stuff, her stationery. So
Yeah,
she's a
Penelope.
lover of pens. Yeah, maybe we should send it to her. Say, killed last Loom sister. Found stuff out. Now going to save world. No. Oh, maybe. Should we
Yeah,
mention?
I-
I don't know if we should mention the Titan seal. Oh yeah, my ready city defenses in case Titans arrive, or
yeah. Well,
beware Titans.
or researched. I mean, you could ask her to research the Titan seal, so maybe she'll be more prepared.
Yeah, do that. Tell the guards not to let anyone over a certain height into the city. that kind of thing.
At least they won't
maybe,
be surprised. They'll be able to see them coming.
Maybe tell Commander Phaedros that war is total destruction is imminent, but we'll try and sort it out, kind of thing. I don't know.
I think that's the most perfect thing we could put on the letter.
Yeah.
Total destruction is imminent, but we'll try.
Try and sort it out. Brackets after lunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, if you could just shove all that in the letter and
You assemble a somewhat stream of consciousness missive, and once again you hold it up, and the paper, as you direct the paper to fly to Penelope, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Put some quick Pim's kisses on the bottom before it goes.
Okay. Yep, the paper flutters in your hand and then sort of like leaps and twists quickly into the shape of an origami bird, which flutters off into the sky. It quickly disappears from sight as it's so tiny.
Well,
So
that's that then. So, how far did we think we could get before nightfall?
that's
Did you say it was sort of later on in the day?
yeah. I think it's quite close. Let me bring the map up. Here we go. It is so you spent most of the day traveling. Let me just pan over slightly. You travelled from Altrizos this morning all the way over to just beyond Meletis. I'm sure if you can see my cursor. No, you can't. So just east of Meletis is where this little fishing village is.
Okay. Could we make it to Krymnos before nightfall? I mean, they love us there, don't they? Isn't that the
I think
place
yeah,
where
you could on
Hymns,
your
music.
hearts you could definitely make it to Krymnos.
Okay, maybe we should go there, because they're well into Pim's tunes.
It does look like it's quite a long way down to the Despair Lands, so that's a could be a couple of days.
Do we need anything before we go? Is there anything, healing potions? I don't know.
I just realised I was still muted.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh no!
I've just been going, hey, hello. Can we get a ship? I mean, we don't have to go by land, do we?
we're flying at the moment, though.
We've
Oh,
got
we're not going to take the hearts all the way there. Okay, so
I'm going to look in my money pouch and go, I don't think we've got enough.
Could be a bit dangerous for the hearts down in the old Despair Lands. I don't know.
Or we can get them to send us, and
How
then
many
we could
days
send them off somewhere safe.
Yeah. How many days' travel do we think it is?
Look at poring over a map. It looks like. Let me just scroll this upwards a bit. It took you 2.5 days to make it down to Meletis. So yeah, from down to Asphodel Way is you reckon a couple of days. If you set off early in the morning, you could probably make it to the edge of the Despair Lands by nightfall.
Would it be safe to fly across Meletis Bay? You're a fisherman, Derricles. What do you think?
Well, as long as we don't fall in it.
Yeah,
Probably
but
quite safe.
You know,
What do you mean in terms of local flying fauna and stuff that might? Well,
things like that. I don't know much about the sea.
We know harpies are around this area sometimes, but oh yeah, it's probably all right flying across the sea. Don't see why not. Softer landing than it is on land if we fall off, but I don't. Yeah, I mean,
from where you are, if you're heading for Crimnos, that's pretty much just along the coast.
Yeah, I think we could go to Crimnos now and then try and work out where we'd break our journey down to the Blood Tree.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you did you want to say anything further to Titos before you leave?
Nice to see you, Titos.
Okay. He wishes you luck, and he seems a little bit subdued as he returns to the temple.
If we tell him if there's anything we find out about his father, we'll be sure to come back and let him know.
Thank you, my friend. I would appreciate that. Now, you have a long journey ahead of you. Travel safely, all of you.
I'm going to give him a quick hug and then a pat on the head because I wasn't sure what I meant to be doing.
He's taken aback by the hug, but then he reciprocates, and then he's taken aback again by the pat on the head.
I'm gonna.
That's what people do.
I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna slap him on the butt and say, "You take care of yourself, buddy."
He kind of takes a step back from you and. Yes, thank you, Pims. Go on.
What?
It's getting dark.
It's a gladiator thing.
It is.
I'm sure it is. And he retreats inside the temple, where he's safe.
Yes, away from us.
To mention to Clip Clop that she doesn't have to write everything that we do in any chronicles that she writes about us.
Did Clip Clop come with you?
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Yes,
She always
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping that she'd want to have a
Right.
chat to Titus.
So, as you start to descend the cliffs again, she says, "So, am I to take it that you're heading to the Despair Lands now?"
That's the plan.
Could I ask to be dropped off somewhere a little safer?
Like
Well,
where?
there's nowhere safer than here. We
Well-
can come back for you.
To be honest, Crimnos sounds nice.
It is, yeah, and they loved our stories last time, so there's loads of stuff they could tell you about
All right,
what we're
all
doing.
right. I'll come with you to Crimnos, but I think I'd rather not go any further south, if we can avoid it.
Yeah, because we were going to get you to go up to
Across. Was it?
Oh yes, you said about
Yeah.
Akros before.
Yeah.
Much as I would like to visit Akros, it's a hell of a way to go on my own.
Well, I'm sure we could call in at Krymnos on the way back, and pick you up, take you to Akros. You'll be going there at some point soon if you would.
That would feel safer. It's I mean even on these amazing beasts you riding, I would feel a little nervous crossing the Lagana Plains and the Titan Stairs by myself.
That's fair enough.
I'm not an
Yeah, we
adventurer.
understand that.
I am a scribe. I know writing. I wouldn't even know where to camp.
There must be people who travel between Meletis and Akros there, mustn't there? So
Oh, I could join a caravan, I suppose.
Yeah, see that. I'm sure you can pay your way with you can sing for your supper, can't you? Tell them about your chronicles.
I suppose I could
But mention me.
mention you.
Yeah, my exploits.
All right. Well, I don't know very many of your exploits yet.
Oh, come on. Look, chronicling isn't just fact, is it? Come on, there's a bit of fiction involved in it, surely. Elaborate.
Oh,
God.
I can tell stories
You're
about
right
you.
there, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, if you go to Meletis, you could talk to Lady Penelope about what we've been up to.
Absolutely.
That's a good point, actually. Tell you what. Let's. Well, in that
Should
case,
we write you a letter of introduction?
I'm sure I'd be fine. Let's go to Krymnos. There'll be a caravan going from Krymnos back to Meletis. I can meet you back there.
Okay. Now let's get to Krymnos before it gets dark.
All right. Oh, this is proving interesting. Okay, so Clip Clop mounts up behind you, Shade. Are you were you sharing with Clip Clop, or was it Hester?
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
Shade's fine with that.
And your burnished hearts flex their golden wings and gallop off along the beach and take to the skies, circling out lazily over the sea and then following the coast. From up here, you can see. Let's see. The sun is descending towards the ocean off to the east. Beyond, you can make out the glow of Meletis, the column, the fiery column of the Pyrenos. The Great Library is just about visible at the edge of the harbour. And beyond that, there's a bit of landmass and more sea. So you head southeast towards Krymnos, and as the sun settles below the horizon, it becomes much easier to spot Krymnos as you approach it, as it is a little glowing beacon of warmth and light against the dark wasteland. And so you find yourselves. Where are you going to land? Are you going to try to land in town or on the road on the approach?
Oh, in town. They'll love it. I'm sure
They
they
will. We have to make an entrance.
Okay, so you're going to try to descend
On the roof of the inn?
into the square itself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe we could kind of land in spiraling circles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what. Let's have a party animal handling roll. Actually, they're pretty well disciplined. Let's make it a performance roll from everybody. We'll see how impressive your arrival is.
Yeah, not that impressive.
What have you got?
6.
Okay.
I got a +4 as well.
Oh dear.
Natural 20 for me. 22
Oh!
total.
Fantastic.
14 for me.
Right.
3.
Okay. Right. So
It's hard. I've got somebody else on the back. It's a lot harder.
That is true. Oh, let me roll for. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, the four burnished hearts descend, spiraling over the town. You are completely unnoticed until you pretty much like drop into the square. So, Dericles, you have the most space, and you are able to just sort of your heart just folds its wings just at the last moment and sort of like drops into the square and canters to a halt, posing dramatically. Pims follows behind, doesn't have as much space, and that's kind of half falls off. Hester, you make it down on the other side of the square and manage to land perfectly safely. And again, Shade, you find yourself trying to fit into quite a small space and struggle a little. Clip Clop, as you are descending, just slips off the back of the heart and delicately lands in the road and straightens up with like almost like a gymnast bow. And there is a moment of panic as the villagers are alarmed by like these golden beasts descending into their midst. But as they realise that nobody is attacking anybody else, and they start to recognise you, a whole bunch of people begin to gather round, marvelling at these wonderful constructs, and that you find that flagons of watered wine are thrust into your hands, and you're invited to join them at their revels. If you remember, Crimnos is the home of I've forgotten the name of it, but a school of philosophy that teaches that you should enjoy life. So yeah, you are. Let's see. Last time you stayed in the headman's villa, if I recall, and he hurries forward, recognising you, and saying, "Welcome to Crimnos. It is good to see you again. We would love to hear the tales of your exploits. Please. Come inside. You can place all of your belongings here. Do you need stabling for these magnificent creatures?"
Oh,
Yes,
yes, please. They don't eat much, but they do like to be polished a little.
Oh, I'm sure that can be
bit
arranged. And he mutters to one of the other townsfolk, and they hurry off. And people come and lead the burnished hearts away round the corner, a little bit tentatively, actually. But the hearts understand that they're being directed, and they're fairly compliant. So, what would you like to do this evening? You have basically you are being like fed and watered, but they are keen to hear tales of what you've been up to. One of the children tugs on your sleeve, Hester, saying, "Can you do the thing with your eyes, please?"
I'm gonna just have Vera flying in front of my eyes.
It's wonderful. They are beautiful. And she runs off to tell one of her friends.
I think I will get my lute out.
Ooh.
Nod to Clip Clop and say, time for you to tell a story. And then I'm just going to play some background kind of drings, you know, atmosphere music for his exposition.
All right.
Dring,
Clip
come
Clop.
here, hear the stories.
Okay.
Dring.
Clip Clop clears her throat, and there's a bit of a silence falls, and she hops up onto one of the wooden trestle tables, her hooves making a loud clatter on the table, and she says, "Gather round, everybody, and listen as I tell you the tale of how these fine folk here defeated Ptolemy, the high priestess of Clothis." And she launches into an outlandish tale of how you battled deep in the bowels of the earth. You battled a sphinx up and down the chambers of the temple, like bringing the building down around you, and it is considerably embellished.
I'm going to intersperse it with appropriate pieces of dramatic lute play at appropriate moments.
Okay. Yes. Let's see.
I'm using their thaumaturgy to create the pictures.
Oh, excellent. Okay, because she wasn't actually there for most of it. She is. You realise that she is keeping a careful eye on your thaumaturgy pictures, and basically just drawing inspiration from them, and then just riffing on that and making up outlandish tales. So you show the griffin in there, and she adds a whole sort of like little set piece where like Hester battles the griffin one-on-one and defeats it, and so on. The crowd are. Let me just make a quick. Yeah, the crowd are enthralled. Clip Clop is a master storyteller, and yeah, you quite enjoy hearing the story through the lens of epic poetry. Okay, does anybody else want to do a performance or do anything interesting before turning in?
I'm pretty tired actually, so no.
Yeah, we need to get an early start, but yeah, once we've eaten properly and everything, probably we should just turn in.
Okay, yeah. The crowds are like very. There's a real party atmosphere with you in town, but the town elder does recognise that you are keen to actually rest as well, and let's see. He says, let's see. He'll say to you, Pims, you seem a little tense. More so than last time we saw you. Is everything all right?
No, everything's fine. I'm just,
Good. I'm glad to hear.
What? that was the depth of the conversation. You didn't even give me a chance to speak. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Don't you worry. I'll walk off.
I'm going to follow him. You need you need cheering up.
No, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Yeah, you've been a bit, mardy.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to create little sort of jangling noises like wind chimes around him, and I'm just going to wander off.
Nice.
It's sort of restful. Okay.
I think I'm going to hit the hay.
Fair enough. The headman's house is cool and quiet compared to the market square, and you can hear the villagers revelling, along with Clip Clop, quite late into the night. But yes, you can get a good night's sleep. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. It's a quiet night, and yeah, you wait. The night passes uneventfully, and you are woken fairly early by the headman saying, "You wanted to depart early, I understand. So we have brought your golden steeds into the market square."
Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone up. We better get going, I think.
Mm-hmm. As you're gathering, just making sure all of your packs and things are secure before you head off, Clip Clop stumbles out of the tavern and says, "You're not going without saying goodbye, I hope."
No, of course not.
All right.
I trust you had a good night.
Oh, I did. I will say that. It has been a long time since I was able to enjoy myself like that. I think this could be the start of something grand.
See, I told you could embellish the story. Just keep doing that and you'll be fine.
I did. You'll let me know if I overreach, won't you?
No such thing. Make it as grand as possible, especially when it's with regard to me.
Clip Clop's eyes light up. You are the boss. All right. Well, I'm going to go and try and get some kip.
You do that.
Try not to get killed. Go on.
We won't, hopefully.
And she lurches back inside the tavern. Okay. Right. So you're now departing criminals. You can. If you all marked off a long rest. After that, yep. And no need to mark off any rations because you were fed. Taking off from criminals, what is your plan? Which way are you heading? Are you heading directly towards the Despairlands and then see where?
Are we heading for Asphodel? Or I can't remember. Is that a
What?
dangerous city? Can't remember.
Yeah, it's a return city, isn't it?
Return
It
city.
is.
So we don't want to
You can
take.
go.
We don't want to take shade there. You'll get us into trouble.
Yeah, we've got to get round there to the blood tree.
Yeah.
I mean, the only
only
place
looks like a
we
little
know
city.
on the way there is the Temple of Clothis.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
So
Maybe
it's-
we could kind of head there and then go directly south from there, kind of going around Asphodel and straight towards where we think this
Yeah.
blood tree is.
I think that's probably about like halfway. If it's going to take a couple of
Yeah.
days to get there, then that might be a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's
push
nothing in there. We killed them.
Yeah, we cleared it. It should be fine. Famous last words.
Okay. So great. So you take off. Your departure from Crimnos is a little less dramatic, as there's not quite enough space to take off from the town square, so you have to trot outside town and use the road to get up enough speed. And most of the villagers are still asleep. So it's a little bit of a subdued departure, but the weather is fine, and before long you are flying along the coast again. The vegetation starts to, which is mostly kind of grass and scrub around Meletis and Crimnos, begins to get a little bit thicker towards Hunter's Crossing, and you're it's hard to spot Hunter's Crossing. You know it must be down there somewhere, but it's only really a tower and a few tents, so it's quite hard to make out from the air. You spend the morning travelling. You pause to have something to eat at lunchtime, somewhere on the edge of the Nessian Wood and the beginnings of the Despairlands, and then continue following the southern edge of the Nessian Wood until you start to see familiar outcrop of rock with a series of pillars built into the rock face, and you can bring the hearts down to land directly in front of it. Everything looks much as you remember it. It seems quiet. It is. There's a rustle of leaves from the trees up on the cliff face, but the temple is built into the cliff face, and in front of the temple it faces south, and the wastelands just stretch ahead. It's fairly dry up here, but as you look out over the Despairlands, you can make out patches of mist and occasional glints of still water in the distance. But yes, by now the sun is beginning to set, and it's going to be dark fairly soon.
Has it still got a hole in the roof?
Are you going to go inside?
What do you think? Do you think we should go inside?
Yeah, it probably would be a good place to camp.
Can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
There might
There's
be.
no problems
Can't
in
imagine
there.
there's going to be anything in there. Maybe some wild animals, but we can chase them off, can't we?
Okay, you enter the temple. It is pretty it's pretty quiet in here too. You cautiously explore the area. Sorry, Adrian, it all seems fine at the moment from my end.
Not from my end, it's not.
Okay, can you not hear us?
Not very well, and you've got such a delay that I can't say anything because I don't know whether I'm interrupting someone else.
I'm sorry.
There's not very much internet this side. I keep dropping out.
I've noticed your video drop out a couple of times. Sorry. Do you want to move downstairs near the router?
Would help. That's why I wasn't up here to begin with, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Should we have a quick pause for bio break and for you to get settled near the router?
Yeah, and then Evie can come in with Loki.
Okay, cool. We shall have a bit of a pause.
Oh,
we shall be back
thanks.
in 10 minutes or so. We shall see you. We shall see you soon. Okay, welcome back. Sorry for the longer break than usual. But Adrienne, how is your internet now?
It is there.
It's good. Okay, so you had arrived at the at this temple of Clothis, where you fought an animated statue, and then you first encountered a woe strider outside. You remembering the fighting the creature as you dismount and enter the temple. Inside, the temple is much as you remember it.
Were we sending the hearts off, or were they just staying outside?
What would you like to do with them?
Thought we could just take them in with us.
It's big enough. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, there was a griffin bedroom at one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Or
Smell a griffin there.
I'm expecting it to be safe in here, so
Okay, so you head indoors. As you recall, this temple was pretty decrepit when you first arrived, so the entrance chamber cluttered with rocks. You can leave the hearts in there. These side chambers with the great carved wheels displaying Clothis binding the Titan seal closed with her hair. And then the main chamber of the temple, still littered with the broken fragments of the caryatid which you fought in here. And then right up at the back of the temple there is an idol representing idol of a blindfolded woman with extremely long hair. So, a cursory search round suggests that the whole place is just as abandoned as it was last time you were here.
Good.
So, where do you want to? What are you going to do? Just going to settle down.
Yeah.
Is it night time? Is it?
It's getting dark outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably we settle down for the night.
Yeah.
Maybe we should discuss what our plans are for the morning.
I'll say is that you find it's quite cool in here because compared to out in the sunshine, but as the sun goes down and there's no sun shining in through the hole anymore, this room has like a large hole in the roof, which would make it pretty good for lighting a fire, keep you warm at night, and no risk of smoke.
Okay, yeah, good. Is there sufficient fuel to make a fire? Because I know we're at the bottom of the cliff, aren't we?
Yeah.
I suppose we could just fly up to the top and collect some wood
Yeah.
and then fly down again, but...
Yeah.
Wasn't there some broken stuff in where Ptolemy slept?
There's enough dried roots and vines that here on the edge of the wasteland, like just sticking out the cliff and on the floor, that you can quite easily gather enough to start a fire. Not sure how long it'll keep going with without some decent wood on it, but it's a start.
Okay.
Should we take watches?
I've got my shield, so I don't think we need to. Let me just check what it does. Sorry. I don't know how to find it. Inventory. Sentinel shield. Oh no, it's not a. No, I don't.
It's a different one, isn't it?
Again, it's not a what's it thing.
Yep.
Um,
I know the one
it's
you're thinking of.
Sentinel shield.
Yeah. Okay.
So watches, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So what you're saying, Hester, is that you're going to take watch?
I'll take first watch. I like taking first watch. I'm not a good sleeper.
Okay. Go on. Make a perception roll, Hester, for first watch. As you settle down here, it's it's comfortable. It's a little spooky, remembering what happened in here before, but all seems quiet.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah. Your watch passes uneventfully. You notice maybe you hear a little bit of skittering up the hole above, some nocturnal creature from the forest investigating the edge of the hole, scattering a little dust. Nothing that you would worry about. Okay, who are you going to wake for the second watch?
Pims.
Yeah.
Volunteered me.
Can we wake somebody else up?
I'm gonna I'm gonna splash some water on his face.
Ah, what? Really?
Your turn.
Fine. Okay. Take my turn. Hope you have a nice sleep.
Perception roll, please, Pims, for your watch.
Okie dokie.
Once Hester has settled down, it becomes extremely boring.
Oh, 17.
17. Okay, yeah. Nothing happens, but you do have a sensation of being watched that you can't quite put your finger on. But there's no sounds that suggest that anyone's moving around or anything. Just a little prickle at the back of your neck.
We're not in that room with the frescoes, are we?
There may have been some frescoes in here at one time, but no, there's nothing. There's no pictures visible in this central chamber.
No. Okay. Nothing with eyes.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. I might kind of just poke around the rubble and the vines a bit.
Okay. Do you want to make an investigation check?
Ooh, 16.
16. Okay, cool. So you find there are some like broken chunks of rock here that appear to have had frescoes on them at one point, and pulling the plants aside and brushing the dust and dirt off, you find a painting that looks like it is representing Clothis doing. She seems to be basically weaving fates. Basically, strands of her hair extend from some sort of loom before her and stretch outwards towards people working in the fields, kind of like at her feet.
Yeah. Okay. I look around. Is everybody else still asleep?
Yeah.
They seem to be.
Okay. I'm going to urinate on Clothis.
Okay. Yeah. Just give me a moment to think about
what role is this?
imply. Yeah, you you pee on the mural of Clothis.
I chuckle to myself as I do it.
Yeah, let's see. Make a perception roll.
2, 4. I'll be 4.
Oh, four. Right. Okay. Cool. No. It's fine. Yeah. You finish your business and return to the embers of the campfire.
Okay.
Okay. Who are you going to wake for your next watch?
Shade.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll just nudge it away. And say, it's your turn. It's very quiet.
That's okay. Hey, hang on a sec. What's that? Has do you think that some animal got in here? Because it smells a bit funny around this bit.
Oh yeah. There was a raccoon, and it wandered off again.
Ah. I'll keep an eye out for things.
Okay. Shade, perception roll for your watch. Pim settles down and goes off to sleep. All seems quiet, if a little smelly.
Oh, Shade's disappeared.
Oh no. Sorry, I didn't notice. Right, hold on, let me That's perfect timing. I'm sure she will be back in a moment. Let's see. Okay, those were old messages. Ah, you're back.
Yeah, it just keeps dropping out
Oh
now.
dear. Okay. What did you get on your perception roll, sorry?
I rolled a 20, so it's 24.
You rolled a natural 20?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Right. You're keeping watch, leaning against the pillar when you feel a faint vibration. You can feel it in your shoulder blades against the pillar and through the soles of your leather boots. Something's moving.
Does it feel like an earthquake or more like something actually moving around, like footsteps or something?
It feels like it sounds like something. There's some scraping noise. You're uncertain exactly.
I'm going to wake Dericles because he's not waking up yet. So I'm going to wake Dericles.
As you move around with that roll, as you move around, you realise that it is it's not everywhere. It seems to be localised.
Localised where?
It seems to be centred near Pim's.
Oh, right. I'm definitely waking Dericles first.
Okay.
Moo? Huh?
Come over this way where Pim's is and see if you can feel any vibrations.
Go over to Pim's and kind of lean in towards him and see what he does.
Dericles, you make a perception roll. Actually, make a... Let's see... perception roll first.
8.
You can't. No, you don't really get it.
I think he's snoring.
It's a solid stone floor. How could it be vibrating?
I'm gonna
Just Pim snoring.
and Hester.
Both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake both of them.
Okay. You can still feel something. It feels like it's getting stronger to you.
Right, and as I'm near to Pim's, does it feel stronger there as well?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
As you're
Hester,
standing
can
there,
you feel this?
you feel the floor suddenly sort of like give very slightly under your foot.
Okay, I'm going to step back a bit and just go, did anybody else feel that?
Did we?
Yeah, now you can all now see that the flagstones are shifting slightly where Pims was sleeping.
Am I awake now? Did you wake me up?
Yeah, I thought Shade woke.
Well, it depends. Did he actually wake up?
Oh,
I poked him on the shoulder.
Pims, did you?
Well, there's nothing stopping me from waking up.
No, you can be awake if you want to be awake.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
I'm going to try and drag him away from where he is.
Yeah, a bit bleary-eyed, Pims. You're not sure what's going on. Shade has woken you up, and it seems to be like leading you somewhere. You're not sure why.
What's going on?
Want some clothes on?
Grab my stuff and start and back off. I think this place might be a bit unstable.
One of the paving slabs kind of like drops a couple of inches
Pims, grab
quite a
your
bit
stuff.
unstable.
at one end.
Fine. Oh, what's going on? What's happening?
Well, it looks like the temple might be going to collapse or something. Maybe we better get the hearts outside.
Oh God. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's get moving.
As you're watching, one of the paving stones flips upwards, and a huge skeletal hand pokes out and grasps onto like the edge of the stonework, and pulls, and as like more stones disappear, and basically like a giant skeleton hauls itself out of the floor until it's about like waist deep in the floor. Its eyes like scan the room with little glowing pinpricks of light in the empty sockets. I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Oh, great. 9.
What was that? Sorry.
9.
9 for Shade.
Shade is.
Sorry, 8 for Hester.
18.
Oh, 18 for Hester. What have Derocles and Pims got?
I got 6.
6. Oh. Derocles.
5.
Always
the way you
last.
say it.
Not even a 6 from Pims can take the crown.
No. And I remember I do have a +1 on that. that includes a +1.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, Hester, you act first. Hang on a minute. I'll just get the map set up. So I've just got to find where's the thing? There it is. So yeah, Hester, you are first. This thing is slowly dragging itself out of the floor. What are you going to do?
I am. I am going to cast my book.
And you're going to hit it with it?
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Okay.
Ah.
Ground.
Level 3.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit it, and that is a 26 to hit. Oh no, there's no point in me doing it at level 3 because that doesn't. It's level 2 because that doesn't give me anything extra.
Right, so let me just transition to the map and show.
26 to hit, was it? Yeah, it was.
There we go. This skeleton looks fairly familiar. It's also covered in battered armor, and it drags an enormous sword out of the ground as your book is assailing it. How much damage did you do?
12. 12 points of force damage. That was my bonus action.
Yeah.
And for my action, I don't know what does it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I am gonna hold up my holy symbol, say a prayer, and use channel divinity to turn undead.
Ooh, right. Let's see.
So that's a wisdom saving throw, and it's wisdom. Where are we? 15.
So DC 15.
Yeah.
What's it? Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
It is. There we go. It rolls 12.
Okay, it is destroyed.
Wow.
Completely.
Yep. Because when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, it is instantly. Oh no, hang on, it depends.
I was going to say.
If its CR is lower than the threshold for your level, so it depends what the threshold for my level is. How do I find that bit out?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, wait a minute. What level are we?
Don't play clerics.
8. No, it's 1 or lower.
I was going to say, yeah, that I think like that would. You can probably vaporize skeletons, but this thing is giant.
It's not a skeleton.
Yeah.
What's its CR?
9.
9. Right, we're in trouble, guys. Okay, so it just runs away from me.
Okay, so it is. Yeah, so it fell. Okay, yeah, you see a flicker in its little beady purple dots as it becomes. Let's see it. Let's see.
It's gonna spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as
it's
until it's outside of 30 feet of me. Oh, wait a minute. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It can't take any reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action. If there's nowhere to move, it can use the dodge action. And it does that for a minute or until it takes any damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to shout that to everybody else. We've got a minute without it touching us.
Okay, yeah.
Decide how to.
And then what?
You can
A
see.
minute's not very long.
You can see.
And then what? We're still going to have to kill it, aren't we?
Okay, it's dragging itself out of the floor, but yeah, you can see that its kind of like behavior has shifted now. Instead of like clawing its way out towards you, it appears to be kind of pushing its way backwards, deeper into the temple. You can the rest of you can sense as Hester brandishes her like hand woven little holy symbol at it. You can feel a kind of warmth emanate from her. You can feel sort of the power that this skeleton is retreating from. Okay. That's your. Are you moving anywhere? Are you going to advance towards it as you?
No, I'm just going to let everybody else kind of either
Okay.
take a second to talk about what they want to do or just battle on in there.
Okay.
Well, can you like maneuver it outside, or there's
Yeah, if I walk towards it, it's going to walk away from me.
I mean, are there any doors to close it behind? I don't know if there are there?
I'm going to walk towards it.
Okay, so you're going to move this way, so you can move right up to it.
5 feet, yeah.
Okay.
It's not
You stride boldly forward, holding out your holy symbol, and you feel no fear from this thing at all. Okay. Shade, you're next. Pims, you're afterwards.
As she's right next to it, I'd like to go next to Hester and sneak attack.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully. So this is with my dancing rapier. That's 16 to hit.
That will clang off one of its armor plates, I'm afraid.
Okay, so
because it hasn't taken any damage yet.
but sorry, what was that?
It's still turned because it hasn't taken any damage yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Not,
but I'm going to use my bonus action to hit again with my dancing rapier,
okay.
which I can do with it. And that is 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Right. So that is 11 plus 46. Oh, great. 21 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep. That's me done.
Okay.
How far did I move forward?
You moved. Oh, let's see. You moved about 10 feet to get there.
Oh, right. Because it didn't matter where I. Can you move me round a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I've got 30 feet of speed.
Oh,
so.
okay. You want to go round sort of
Yeah.
up there? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to stop it disappearing off, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not scared of
that's
you.
Me done.
Well, it's not scared of
It
anybody
should
now because
be.
it's taken damage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's the point. As you basically as you stick your rapier sort of like up under the rib cage and sort of like feel it sort of like jab into the spinal column. It lurches, but yeah, you see it. It kind of like shakes its head, and the purple glow in its eyes comes back fiercer.
I can't help it. I don't like undead things.
Okay.
Not
Right.
much.
Next up is Pims.
Oh God! Right. Okay. How close am I? Am I 10 feet away?
You are currently 10 feet away from it.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Did you say it was carrying a sword?
Yeah, great big sword.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna try and hit it, and if I do, I'm gonna try and do a disarming attack.
Okay.
Am I flanking or something, or is he flanking from where I am? Is that enough or not?
Yeah, I think I'd say you can have a flanking advantage. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Well, that is a. Oh, I don't even know what my attack is. Oh yeah, that's a 23.
Whoa.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. So I'm going to use superiority die
Okay.
to disarming attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding. So I add my superiority die to the attack's damage roll. So let me do my damage roll. So D10 plus 5. It's cocked between 8 and 10. That's annoying. Oh, 10. So that's going to be 15 points of damage plus the superiority die, which is another 3. So that's 18 points of damage.
Wow.
And it has to do a strength saving throw or drop the sword.
Okay.
And the DC for the saving throw is going to be 16.
Okay. It fails. Yeah, you lunge forward with your pole arm. Basically, like you get your blade just in between the bones of its wrist and twist, and its hand just sort of like spasms and releases the sword, which clatters to the floor.
Okay, excellent. I want to move forward then,
Okay.
and I'd like to grab hold of the sword or move it away. Or am I able to do that?
Yeah, go on. That's pretty, you can kick it away. That's I think that's easily a bonus action.
Okay. All right. I've still got a second attack.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, so I'll do that. One of the dice on the floor. Oh, I got an 18 anyway, so that's 25.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not having
any... Oh wow! I rolled a 10 again. That's another 15 points of damage.
Good grief. Okay.
Cool. I feel like that was a successful go.
Very.
And that's me then. If my bonus action was kicking away the sword, then that's me done.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Depending on where the sword is, I'd like to move so I'm between it and the sword.
I mean, I'll say you can just like kick it over so that it's currently under your feet.
Okay, cool.
So,
Right.
Deracles.
Okay, yeah, I'll move forward and try and hit it.
Okay.
Okay. That's rubbish. That is 13 to hit.
That unfortunately will glance off one of its armor plates.
I will have another attempt.
Okay.
And that is 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I don't know if there's any point in rolling the necrotic damage component, unless it is a
I'm
raccoon
afraid
in
not.
disguise. That's pretty rubbish damage. That is 10 slashing, and I will fire off a divine smite.
Okay.
Ooh.
At second level, which does is it undead? I take it.
It is undead.
It does extra damage against undead. Okay, that's 14 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay, it's okay. Cool. Right. Okay, you all lay into this thing. Hester driving it back, and the rest of you piling in to attack it. It is looking battered already from this onslaught of blows. But now it swivels its head and turns its purple gaze on Pims, and it.
Where's your sword? Where's your sword?
It lunges forward with its skeletal hands. Let's see, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Its enormous skeletal hand clamps around your upper arm, and burns for that's 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Are you immune to necrotic damage?
I'm just going to look and see. I doubt it somehow.
Worth checking.
But what I can do is I can use my reaction with my unscarred resilience.
Okay.
I roll a d12, add my con mod, and reduce the damage by that total.
Okay. You can.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can reduce the damage. However, the chill does penetrate deep into your bones, and you lose a point of strength.
What? No, that's not right. Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
You sensed. You remember this happening before when you fought one of these things at Clothis Temple. You felt better after you'd had a bit of a sit down, but right now, yeah, it's the cold is just weakening you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. How do I modify my strength? Oh, it's all right. There you go. I'll do it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. But I still. So, how much damage was it? Was it 10 points? Of
it was 10 necrotic.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 10, so I take no damage.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you grit your teeth and you you're able to resist the energy, but it's still exhausting. So, that was its. Okay. It is then going to just like backhand you with the other hand, seeing as it's disarmed. That's a. Oh right. Okay. So I don't have. Don't have stats for unarmed for this thing, so I'm going to adjust it slightly. I'm going to make that a 17 to hit.
Oh, that also hits me.
Okay. And that is going to do 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And then it's going to like bring the same fit. It's kind of still holding you with this like chilly hand, and it's going to try to punch you in the face. Okay. It rolls a natural 1. You are you can see this coming, and you're just able to sort of like move your head aside at the last minute, and it punches the pillar. And takes some damage. One of its fingers splinters and drops off. Okay. That's its turn. Hester. Right. First things first. As it has shaken off the turn undead now, and you feel the warmth of Heliod's presence fade. I would like you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please. DC 15.
No, you get a +2 on your saving throws for being near me.
Thank you. $14.
14. Oh, okay. You feel this unearthly lethargy seep through you from this creature. You have disadvantage on saving throws, and your speed is halved until the start of your next turn.
I'm going to disengage and get away from it.
Okay. Where do you want to move to?
That'll do.
Okay.
And I'll use the book.
Yep.
But no, I miss.
Okay. Right, that's your turn. Okay, Shade, would you make a wisdom saving throw, please, for me? DC 15.
Is Shade within 10 feet of me?
She is within 10 feet.
+2? Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Am I not showing you the? Oh, I am. Yeah. Good.
It is 17.
17. That's fine. You feel the same sense of lethargy wash over you, but you grit your teeth and ignore it.
Cool.
Okay. It's your turn.
Right, let me see if I can hit it. No. I don't think a 5 will do it. But no, hang on a sec. No, sorry. That's plus my thing. That'll be... Oh, no. I don't think 11 will do it. But the second one is 16. That won't hit it either, will it?
No, that will glance off its armor. The bones
Can I squeeze around behind it so I'm opposite for?
Yeah, you can go round the pillar.
That's me done.
Let's see. Would that provoke an opportunity attack? I'm going to say that you can squeeze past the pillar without provoking an opportunity attack. There you go.
Okay. You're being very nice tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! I keep forgetting I've got lucky points now.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'll do it next time.
Are you done?
Well, I am now that I've forgotten my lucky things. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's be done.
Pims, we're back to you. Deracles, you're next. Pims, would you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
No.
DC 15.
Alright.
Add 2 from Deracles.
Okay, so that's add 1 because I have a -1.
Okay.
Who'd have thought I wouldn't be very wise? 7.
7. Okay, yeah. Again, you feel overcome with lethargy and you have disadvantage on saving throws now, and your speed is halved until the start of next turn.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm going to wail on it with my glaive. Let me look to see what I've got on the go here. Right, I did the disarming trap one, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to... yeah, I'm still at advantage, aren't I, because of Shade?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, first attack. Oh dear, I rolled a 7 and a 5. I don't think either of them are going to hit, even with my massive attack bonus.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, unfortunately, it's
my first attack.
It's twisting to get its armor in the way of your polearm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have another go. And that's more like it. That's a 24.
24 will hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm just looking to see. No, that'll do. All right, okay. Well, since I'm up close and personal, I can flip around my polearm and hit it with the butt end. So that is going to be that's just great. Either a natural 1 or a 4. So
okay.
I think what I managed to do is I managed to get the butt of it right in between 2 of its ribs, like perfectly into space. Oh.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh,
that would have been a sort of like a body blow to the solar plexus if it had it.
What the hell? I'm going to use my second wind. Not my
Okay.
second wind, my action surge.
Action surge. Yeah.
I get another attack. I get another attack action, which means I get 2 more attacks.
That's true.
Cool.
So, natural 20.
Oh no. Okay.
So that's going to be a. Didn't roll very well though. That's 8. Hang on a sec. 8, 12 points of damage,
Okay.
and then make another attack. Oh, that's another natural 20
Oh,
You kidding? Okay.
on the same time. Well, and that time I rolled a 7, so that's 18 points of slashing damage.
Blimey. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So basically, you wade in, sort of like flailing your pole arm, and you're using the, because you're quite close to it, so you're using the length of it for inertia, and you are just smacking it. Like some of its armor is dislodged and clatters to the floor. There are like ribs like scattering everywhere, and bone fragments across the floor. It is looking badly damaged. Okay. Anything else? You moving anywhere?
No, I'm all done.
Okay. Right. Dericles.
yeah. I
Oh,
will
sorry.
just-
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah. I'll not do that. No. That's only 12.
Okay. Yeah. You. Again, this aura surrounds you, and you feel drained. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on saving throws. But it's your turn.
Okay.
Off you go.
I'm getting a flanking bonus from Shade.
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, I'll try and hit it. Natural 20.
Cool.
Okay.
That is not very good damage, though. That is 13 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you carve right across where its throat would be. Bone chips scatter.
How badly injured
It
is it looking?
is-
Considering it's dead already, but
It is.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say, but it is missing armor plates. Many of its ribs are broken. The bones are splintered and chipped. The bones are kind of like pitted and stained, and where you've attacked it, there is clean white bone showing. It's covered in chips and flecks, and it's a little unsteady on its feet.
Okay, I'll have another go. 19.
19 will just hit, yeah.
Okay, that is 12 slashing damage.
Right. Let me make a roll. So. Okay. That. Okay. Yeah. You slash it across the midriff. It. Your axe basically like cleaves out a vertebrae out of its spine, and sort of like you stand back expecting it to fall, and it doesn't. The upper half of its body just hangs there in the air. You can see a paint sort of like purplish shimmer in the space where you knocked that vertebrae out. It is still it's teetering, but it is still upright. Okay. So, is that the end of your turn? Have you got any more?
Yeah, that's the end.
Okay. Right. It returns its gaze to Pims and lunges for him. Oh dear, that's 14 to hit.
That's not going to hit me now.
No, okay. It tries to get hold of your head with its hand, but misses. So instead, it punches at you.
It really doesn't like you, Pims.
Feeling is mutual.
That is a 23 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
That is 8 points. I forgot to. Last time I forgot to add the necrotic, but it's fine. I forgot. 8 points of bludgeoning, and 7 points of necrotic.
Okay.
Then it tries to backhand you again. Oh, for God's sake! That is a 13 to hit. No, 14 to hit again.
No, that just bounces off my adamantine armor.
Yep. Okay. So that's its move. It wobbles slightly, gazing at you. Hester.
Finish off, Hester.
Oh no!
Hester?
Did we lose Jill? Hold on.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh.
20 to hit. And that is 2 plus 6 points of force damage.
From your book.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Your book slack comes down on its head, slamming the skull and the helm down into its shoulders, and that was 6 points of damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You wait for it to fall, but as your book retreats, the head just sort of like pops back out, supported on purple energy. It is this thing is falling to pieces, but keeping going through sheer willpower.
Okay. I am going to. I'm looking to see what would be a useful. Yeah, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to use my mace.
Okay. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay, go on.
26.
You've got advantage.
Oh.
Yeah, you do have advantage.
26 again.
26, okay.
What do I do with my mace? Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 6. Right, 6 points. And yeah. Okay. Yeah. You smash one of its kneecaps out, and it wobbles but remains standing. Was that was just bludgeoning damage? Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it a magic mace? No.
It's a +2. I didn't know whether it would be vulnerable to bludgeoning with it being a skeleton.
Is it a mace of disruption, yours?
No.
Okay.
It's just pretty.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a magic weapon.
Yeah, for some reason I had in my head that it was a mace of disruption, which is different.
Mace
Okay.
of pretty.
It's a magic pretty.
Yeah. That was... is that the end of your turn, Hester?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shade.
Hello. Let's try and hit it. Do I get advantage, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Right. Okay, that's an unnatural 20 to hit.
Okay.
That's my dancing rapier. And it'll be sneak attack.
Uh-oh.
+3. So, well, yeah, let's hope I rolled better than last time. Right. That's 7 points of damage before. Oh. Oh, wow. What did I just say for the first one?
7.
7. That's 28 points of damage in total.
28. Okay, that means that it has to make
That
a
was
con.
3 6s.
28. It has to
And,
make a con
next-
saving throw. It has to now beat the DC of 33.
Wow.
Which, it rolled a 19. But yeah, you thrust your rapier basically like right under the edge of its helm up into its head. There is a pulse of kind of purple energy as this thing's unearthly life force dissipates, and the whole thing clatters into a pile of bones and metal.
Well, they softened it up first.
I'm going to grab my bedroll and I'm just going to drag it over to the other side of the room and then
Go
just
back
slide
to sleep.
down.
Yeah, pretty bad luck, Pims. Sleeping on that thing's grave or something.
Yeah. It really didn't like you. Is there
No,
anything else down there?
No, it just seems to have burrowed its
Appeared.
way up somehow.
It probably got disturbed by that raccoon.
Ah,
Okay, so let's see who got sufficient rest. If we're looking
not
at
enough.
4-hour watches, let's see. This was there's
There's 4 of us, so it'd be 2-hour watches.
Oh, 2. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm gonna say that none of you got like an unbroken night's sleep, unfortunately. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna
Sleep in.
just stay in late and then until you're rested?
Yeah. How's my strength? I'm still feeling a bit ropey.
You basically after like sitting down for an hour, your strength returns.
Hooray!
So
That's good to know.
and of course all of your saving throw disadvantages and move speeds return to full. So
How much healing do you need, Pims?
It depends. It depends on whether we got a long rest or not.
you didn't so far.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
you can have the advantage of a short rest.
Yeah.
From the what rest you've had. Are you going to return to setting watches?
Yeah, if we need more sleep, we need more sleep. I think we should just lie back down again.
Okay. So who's?
I didn't need anything else more than a short rest, so I don't mind keeping watch.
Yeah, I can keep watch as well.
Okay. Are
Yeah, I
you going to
didn't
watch
use
in
any of my
pairs instead
extras.
then? Or who's going to take first watch?
Yeah, that might be quite nice to do.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Roll perception, please.
Both of us.
Adjusted with my bonus, that's a 0.
Wow.
That's a 1 I rolled.
I rolled a 17, so that's 21.
21. Okay.
Heracles was just looking down the hole where the thing came from, trying to work out how it could have gotten out there.
After about 20 minutes of Pim's snoring, Shade, you begin to feel vibration under your feet.
I'm going to nudge Heracles. Tell me you feel something. I mean, not just me nudging you, but you can feel vibrations.
No. Pim's snoring again.
Oh, flip. Is it definitely... Right, so if I stand up, it'll be definitely by Pim's, or is it by us, or...
That was a good roll, yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels stronger near Pim's.
I'm going to wake Hester first.
Okay. Hester, you are woken by Shade.
Really sorry, Hester. There's vibrations again. There's something going on.
Okay.
Can you feel anything?
Can I?
Make a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, I've got advantage. Thank goodness. Oh, I rolled 12. I rolled an 8 both times.
Okay. You can feel some sort of vibration. You can't tell sort of like where it's coming from or anything, but yeah, there's definitely you can feel something shaking very
Pim's
slightly.
snoring pretty loud.
I'm going to go and really roughly wake up Pims. What the hell are you doing to this place?
What?
There's more of the vibrations. Something's coming.
Clothis wasn't very happy with us being in a previous temple, but maybe she doesn't like us being in
But
her
I thought she
abandoned
was
temples
walking.
either.
I thought she was walking the earth. Surely she wouldn't be able to know what's going on. But
She knew last time. Maybe we better get out of here.
Wait, has anybody checked on the hearts?
No.
I'm going to
No.
start running.
Right, let's go and have a look at. I'm going to go and run and have a look at the hearts.
Okay.
See if there are.
You
I'm
run.
with it.
You run through. For a moment, you panic because you can't seem to see them, but like they've all moved into like one of the side corridors. They seem to be okay.
Right. Okay.
Let's
okay.
get out of the temple.
Stay. And I'm going to run back.
Okay. They stay.
Can I feel? Can I? Yeah.
oh yeah. So what's happened?
Pims, why are you telling them to stay? Shouldn't we be telling them to get out of the way?
Yeah, let's all get out of the temple.
Back?
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Did
Yeah,
anything happen to the vibrations?
They seem to be continuing. Yeah.
But as Pims ran out of the room, did they change?
Not significantly, no.
Okay. So it's not following him.
I'll go to the room where the hearts are and grab my heart and bring him outside.
Okay.
Lead him out the front door.
I'm going to shout for you.
Shade, the vibration's getting really strong in there now. Some small stones beginning to fall from the ceiling.
I think we better get out of here.
I think we should. I'm going to shout for you.
I'm going to get on Vera.
Okay.
Fly up in the air a little bit.
Right. You can inside the temple, or
I thought there was a hole above us.
The what?
Wasn't there a hole above us where we abseiled down the last time?
They were in a separate bit, weren't they?
Yeah, they were in the
Well,
antechamber.
obviously, they were, yeah.
But if you bring them back to where we were, I thought there was a hole above us. Depends how big the hole is.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't put it near the rumbling though. Is that the only way to get out?
You can go out the main entrance, or you could try to go up through the hole in the ceiling. It's a bit tight for the wingspan of a burnished heart.
I don't
Let's
want
go out the main.
to have to pass where the rumbling's coming from.
You don't
With
need
the
to.
heart. Right.
Okay, let's go that way then. Let's go at the front.
Okay.
Okay. As you emerge from the temple, the rumbling gets stronger, and you can still feel the ground trembling outside the temple itself. You're beginning to hear the sound of falling masonry from inside, and it slowly recedes, and a cloud of dust rolls out from the doorway of the temple.
So that's 2 for 2 on temples then.
Yeah, if Cloths is just going to wreck every temple that we go to, we should just turn up and let her destroy her own stuff.
Okay. It
What?
is still fairly early in the morning, but you have not been able to rest properly.
Well, what should we do? We could just camp out under the stars, a suitable distance away.
Yeah, suitable
That
distance
suits
away,
me.
by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you're able to retreat a little way along the cliff. How far do you want to go to get away
Do
from
we
the
want to
temple?
do we want to go up and camp in the trees, or do we want to go
Maybe
down?
it'll give us a chance to see if anything's coming across the.
There was a
Plain.
cliff above, wasn't there? There was a cliff above
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we
temple.
could fly up to the top, couldn't we?
Yeah, you can easily get up to the top of the cliff with your hearts.
Let's do that.
You can find a little clearing that is quite pleasant because it's and shady at least, but it's quite nice.
Go check for spiders.
You're checking
If
for
I remember
spiders.
rightly, we had there was spiders last time.
Oh, there was all
I
sorts
went
of
near this
things
way.
in the Nessian wood, but you're right on the fringes of it here, so
Just thought I'd
probably
check.
fine. Certainly feels safer. Make a survival roll.
Yeah, just a sec. Oh yeah, because I'm so good at these. Oh, 4.
You don't survive.
Oh look, there's
no,
trees.
There are. You see no sign of spiders in this area
Yeah.
at the moment. Are you gonna set watches again?
Oh God. Yeah,
Veracruz will.
I'm awake now. I'm sick of being woken up. I'll have the bloody first
Okay.
watch gone. It's gonna be me again, innit? Whatever's
It
gonna
is
burrow around at me.
now that it's daylight. It's much more pleasant taking watches. There's dappled sunlight under the trees and a cool breeze. It's pretty nice. Those of you who are resting, air feels fresher out here. It's definitely more. Just feels nicer than the stale air of the temple.
As I take my watch,
Yes.
I'm just gonna enjoy the fresh air on my naked body as I take my shirt off.
Of course.
I'm glad I'm asleep.
Yeah, it's
Get those
it's
pits
quite
really dried.
Okay, it is. Your watch passes uneventfully. Who are you going to wake up next?
Thank goodness.
Well, since I haven't got my shirt on, I'll wake up Hester.
Okay.
Have you
Esther,
put
you're
anything
woken
back?
with a
Hey, dude.
semi-naked Pims leaning over you.
I do this thing with my pecs like that.
I'm going to roll the dice to see what my reaction is. Oh no. Hester gets really embarrassed and looks away.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Yep. You settle down and you're soon fast asleep again. Hester, it is. It feels nicer up here, being on watch. Your watch passes uneventfully. In fact, I will. Let's skip along the rest of this. Basically, you're not disturbed during your morning rest. You can all get the benefits of a long rest, but by that time, it is early afternoon. So, you are fully rested, but have lost some of the day. What's your plan?
So, we were thinking of just pretty much going directly south, weren't we? Do we know exactly where this blood tree is? Or is it a matter of... Yeah, I know it's on the map, but there's a big difference between a point on the map and actually being able to find
it. Must be pretty big if it's on a map.
Or notable. Not necessarily big, but notable.
Make a... Make an intelligence roll.
What, me?
Yeah, go
on. Does big notable mean it has a gift shop or something?
Well, what would I know? I rolled a 7.
Okay. You don't remember. Yeah, could be.
Didn't Pythos say it was really big? Anyway.
Well,
it's like the only tree.
Like kind of Titan-sized.
Well, I don't know. Didn't they hang bodies
He did
on it
say it was extremely large.
Oh, okay. So, can we see it from here? I'm going to look at.
From here. Let's see. No, you can't.
You have to see a hazy
Too much.
horizon.
You look that way, but you know, there's mist rising from the pools of water in the distance, dust blowing across the dry wastelands in the.
It's not like a swamp in the distance there we've got to get through.
Yeah, right. Here on the edge of the Nessian Wood, it's basically dusty wasteland with scrubby bushes, but it gets wetter as you head south.
God, I don't know if I haven't mentioned this before, right, Dericles, but I hate swamps.
Well, not very nice.
Okay.
No.
Leeches and stuff.
So what's your plan?
Can we go around the swamp? I get some big boots on. I don't know, wellies.
Well, either we can fly over it.
We can fly over it, yeah. Are we just flying straight for the blood tree? Do you think we can fly there all today? In one go? I think we can, can't we?
It's a long way.
Yeah, we might have left it a bit late now with all the messing about in the temple.
That's a good point.
I mean, we might be able to get there. It's just, I mean, is flying going to attract the attention of every returned in Asphodel?
But,
Yeah, go on then. Let's do that.
The return can't fly though, can they?
Yeah, but they could walk.
Oh.
And presumably they'll get to the blood tree. I don't know. It doesn't look very far from Asphodel, but
It'd be worth going
Maybe
to have a
that
look.
flying returned. I don't know.
You're aware that like that. I mean, if you're looking at the map, that distance from Asphodel is that's further than the distance between Meletis and Titos's shrine, and that was a couple of days' journey on foot.
Yeah, so it makes sense to to stop by Asphodel.
No.
Maybe camp just
No.
outside, have a look.
Do you want us to drop you off on the way? Pick you up on the way back?
It wouldn't be fun without everybody. But go on if you want to.
You can't tell. You can't tell if the glint in Shade's eye is just sort of like a twinkling of the stars of Nyx, or if she's actually teasing you.
What do you think, Hester? Hester's gone mute.
Gone.
No, I'm here.
No.
She's just quiet, soft-spoken.
I'm just listening.
What do you think, Hester? Do you think we should go there now, or I don't know? What do you think?
I think we should. I think we need to just get cracking and get as far as we can. But Derek said about leeches, and I'm not a fan. So the leeches tend to leave me alone though because of the fur. So it's not.
Well, maybe
they get
we
in the
could
ears?
fly and just fly there and try and get in and out
Yeah.
as quick as. I have a really bad feeling about taking the hearts there, but
Well, I mean, how far do you want to go? And then we can send the heart. Unless we can send the hearts to Setessa.
But then
From where we are.
But then we'd have to walk through the swamp, and that's not nice.
Yeah, but we don't want to damage the hearts.
Okay.
Or we
What
could
sort of
just
people
fly.
there?
I'm going to turn
Sorry?
to the hearts, and I'm going to say, which hands up if you want to go back to Setessa.
One of the hearts just raises its head and looks at you.
There you go. They're fine. Let's get going.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Is everybody happy with that?
So what? So we're definitely going to Asphodel first on the way.
No!
Yeah.
No.
No, we're flying to the blood tree, or as close as we can get.
Okay.
But I've got a short bow, so if we went low over Asphodel,
No, I think if we go kind of
Let's get-
arcing away from Asphodel, maybe
Yeah.
we can take a holiday in Asphodel later on once we've sorted out the whole
Yeah.
world getting destroyed problem.
Yeah, you can kill as many returned as you like once we've sorted out this Titan seal. Okay?
is that a promise?
It's absolutely. It's more than a
Hester, you
promise.
heard that? Hester,
It's
you
more than a
heard that?
promise.
Did.
It's a promise.
Right.
100% guaranteed.
Do you ever extend those promises to keeping your clothes on?
So let's get moving.
Just a thought.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
Okay. You mount up. You set off. So is your plan to arc around Asphodel
No,
until
Yeah.
and just
just
like
over the
fly?
top. Just low.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going to try and avoid it. Or we're going to try and make sure the shade avoids it.
How high are you planning to fly? There is basically so you take off. That's easy enough, and you start to fly south.
Can you point out where we are?
You are. I don't think I can
know
highlight it
reminiscent.
easily. You are basically on the fringes, just above where it says Despair Lands.
Right. Okay.
And
Will we just go at our normal cruising height?
yeah, I mean there is. As you head south, basically, and you start to see sort of like the occasional sort of like trickle of water, and so on. You start to get a bit of a low-lying mist over lands that's which you can fly down, and you can sort of like skim across the the surface of that mist about 20 foot off the ground, but any higher and you're in clear air. As you head south, the miasma thickens and it starts to get a bit higher. You can, after an hour or so of flying over increasingly soggy marshland, you begin to make out the dim silhouette through the mist of an enormous city in the distance, just barely visible.
It might not be Asphodel. We should go and check.
No.
Okay, you can circle around Asphodel, keeping a wary
close are we?
distance.
How close?
You're pretty confident that you're not. The four of you are not going to be spotted. You can barely make out this, like the bulk of the city through the mist. So you circle around it. The miasma continues to get thicker and higher. It's getting increasingly hard to stay above it and have a clear view. And as you dip into it, the hearts are beginning to pick up condensation on their wings. But as the afternoon bears on, it's a bit tense, like circling around this, like the city that you know to be absolutely full of undead returned. But you, after as the sun is beginning to descend towards the horizon, you make out the distant silhouette of a vast tree. It is hard to tell what it is from a distance, but as you get closer, you can make out that it appears to be an enormous cypress tree. You thought you were quite close to it, but as you keep flying, you realise that it is just ridiculously out of proportion. It's a cypress tree that has spread outwards unnaturally. Its branches are gnarled and twisted, and they extend outwards for hundreds of feet.
Wow.
It's several hundred feet tall itself, and its upper branches are sticking up out of the mist as you approach.
Wow. This is bigger
Well,
than some of
Pims, I think you were right.
This is even bigger than some of those trees we saw in the Satessa, in the Nassian Woods. Remember that one we walked a lot? It was like a whole branch we were just walking along. This looks even bigger. It's crazy.
Similar scale to that. So as you get close to it, you can see that like the top of its branches poking out of the mist, and you can make out the extent of its spread through the mist, but from where you are, you can't see the ground through the mist.
Wow.
So you can circle around it and get your bearings, but you're going to have to descend into the mist in order to find a landing spot.
Any sign of life anywhere, or on the tree, or?
Make a perception roll.
Is it a living tree? I mean, does it look alive, or is it like a blasted old?
It looks gnarled and dead.
Right. Okay. So no leaves.
No leaves at all. What was that? Sorry, Mark?
10.
10 on perception. No. It just looks to you like there's maybe sort of like some desiccated little needles on it. It's not. There's no sign of movement. There's no sign of any growth. It just seems to be a vast dead tree. Let's see. Are you
I've
gonna?
had a look and I can't even see the tree.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Okay. Well, you can see the tree, but as far as you're concerned, it's just a tree and some thick mist, and yeah, you've no idea.
Chris, can I suggest we wrap it up there because it's nearly 10?
Yeah, that's fair point. Looking for a landing site is as good as I was going to try to get you down on the ground, but we can pause here, yeah, as it's getting late.
Yeah.
We will pick up with you trying to find somewhere to land,
Or giving up and going to Asphodel.
in the mire, or giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you giving up?
Okay. In that case, we will pick up in 2 weeks, I think.
They might have potatoes, Pim.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
City of the Dead and the Spud.
Yeah.
Okay. We will see you in 2 weeks' time then, and thank you for joining us. And yeah, in the meantime, stay safe, and we will see you back in Theros in a fortnight. Thanks for watching.